Now, will I be able to swap this from unlisted to public if I'm happy with how things are going? Yeah. Just making sure. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the stream. It doesn't show the chat. Why doesn't default YouTube live control panel show the chat, like the most important thing you would actually want to see on a control panel? I'll never really get over that. Unable to add stream marker. Is it just because it's unlisted? Maybe I can make my own chat window. Does this work? It's a little cut off, but it works. Good to know for future reference. Also, that cough is why I've been... I wouldn't say it's the only reason, but it's the number one excuse why it's been so many weeks. I don't know if I should change the title. I'm not saying the sick word, but ever since the realization that it's possible, I've been paranoid about talking about being sick in general on YouTube, because if you miss a community post, get on YouTube. I said the sick word, and YouTube decided to like put a whole bunch of tickers on the original Game and Chill relating to it. And because I've heard of people in the past getting demonetized for that exact reason, I was left wondering if the reason that no one's really saw that Game and Chill, like it only had 2 views, so I assumed that it didn't do well. And I can't completely rule out the fact that it's January, and like all the marketing YouTube goes into like November and December, and then so there's like always a huge crash in January. So that might be why I only got 2 views. But I'm also wondering if it's because I said the sick word that YouTube decided not to share it with people, even the people that are subscribed specifically to see the stuff I upload. One of the main reasons why YouTube will never be a job for me. There'll definitely be a lot of benefits to doing something like this for a living, but I don't know if they would outweigh the normal thing, like even just having a built-in health plan in the current employment is a huge benefit over a YouTube job. I don't know. I think I'm gonna make it live. I'm gonna make it live and I'm gonna share it. It'll probably be a short one. Short Legends stream to see if I'm better enough to live stream. And make that public. I never actually test to see if the live stream was actually working properly. Better late than never, I suppose. Oh, it's been so long, I'm just kind of out of it. It's taking my brain like a couple extra seconds to do the click of if everything's going. Huh. Hold on, let me see if there's sound. There'll be a little bit of an echo for a sec. Oh, I have to actually have the other pair of earbuds on. And I don't know if that's worth it. I think I did enough testing before everything started. I don't know if I want to share it around too much because I highly doubt I'm going to go more than an hour. I'm even thinking of just like doing half an hour. It would line up a bit with how much time has passed. What am I trying to say? It lines up with how long I typically go with recording off stream before I get either too tired or too stuffy to actually go anywhere. But still, you know what, that reminds me, I should like edit while I'm on Discord. I should edit a Discord post to remove the game and chill, because I decided just to make it private and re-upload Game and Chill with the sick talk significantly cut out, just in case I was actually affecting where YouTube wants to share it. It's not much. It's going to be short, but I am live streaming Pokemon Legends to see how well I can live stream. My sentence feels nonsensical, but screw it. I don't want to spend too much time pondering what the social media post should be in. I'm not going to share it outside of my own Discord. Maybe I'll share it on Blue Sky. But I don't even think I want to pull up the bird site or anything like that. Alright. Oh, wrong button. Well, since we're all the way here, I might as well wait out the space-time rift and see what's available there. And don't mind me if I'm not talking too much. Even outside of everything else, still, I'm a little tired. I know it's like 7:30 came around and I was just getting done with dinner, so I'm not sure if I would normally be ready to stream even without all the shenanigans that's been going on for the past few weeks. Is that everything I want? Well, if I'm doing a space-time rift, especially this late in the game, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to rearrange the team. Oh, dude, I don't even need Pleasel here anymore. I'm pretty sure I've done everything I need to with them. You know, it's been a hot minute since we last had Sensei. Shame that I can't learn Sing, so it would have at least something to help. put things to sleep and be just a little more viable. Well, I'll roll with it. While I'm thinking of it though, let me check. Full Souls Dex entry. Oh yeah, all I have to do is catch alpha forms. Surely it's a static encounter, but it's actually been so long I don't really number. Hey, y'all want to hang out with me that badly? Fine, I'll spare a Pokeball. Wait, that was the sound effect that kind of made it sound like I had a Dex entry, but I know there isn't really anything I can get with Apom, at least in terms of just catching it. Oh, that's right. I made a marker of where the icy rock was because of all the shenanigans I had. I won't talk about too much here because one of the few things I actually was able to do, did a little bit of recording just what's the term I want to look for? Weigh the waters, test the grounds. Just overall like try to get a gauge of how well I can talk. So I've done a few things today related to recording, and I feel pretty good because it's probably the most recording I've done in a little bit. I've finished up the post commentary for the last battle bingo I have recorded, so there's that. And then, like, I was feeling ambitious enough to make a little video talking about a shiny Pokemon I got recently, so I recorded a quick little 3 to 5 minute thing just talking about that and edited some clips over on top of it. It's not as much as I thought it is saying out loud, but it's baby steps towards progress and all. If only there's a way I could just make this space-time rift go by faster, because during those adventures, I've already gotten all the parcels. There's practically nothing I can really do until the space-time rift is ready to go. Maybe I can get some self-destructs in the mix. I think I kind of just noticed that there's no explosion in this game. Then again, self-destruct is pretty powerful in and of itself. But it makes it kind of... I'm kind of surprised it's not an upgrade or something. Okay, so I only need to do it 2 more times. Oh, I'm a lot closer with being done with Electro than I thought. The problem is, the last few things I need to do are pretty potion intensive. A little thing I discovered while trying to get this research done for Electrode. If you do an agile style with self-destruct, it does less damage. If you do it with either of them, maybe recoil moves in general. But the point being, you do that instead of just doing the move normally, and you take significantly less damage as a result. I'm sure we can find a Bidoof for some. I was looking for a bigger target, but it just doesn't really matter. All I have to do is do the move, go kaboom, and it's done. And getting the Chloroblast will be a lot easier because you take significantly less recoil damage from that. What do I gotta do with you? Right? I should have brought... Why am I blanking on your name? Gudra. Should have brought my Gudra with me and start working on that. Jeez. You know, I was hopeful. This Gardevoir seems to learn a move of every type. I was hoping if I had anything on this team that would cover Steel, it would be that, but... Yeah, the space-time riff is ready. I'll come back to you another time. Oh. Okay, I've caught. All I really need to do with you is moves. So you're more useful to me caught than not. Eevee's done. How's Waldron looking? Waldron's gone. I think Pikachu's not done, but the only reason that is because there's so much with Pikachu. Of course advantage is the last second. What I was gonna say is the things with Pikachu require me to actually counter it naturally. Because I think it's like catch it without being seen, which is next to impossible to pull off in a space-time rift. Sure, we'll Color Blast. Honestly, I was hoping to Color Blast against, like, you know, the Pokemon that was actually weak to the move, but it's fine. I got potions, I got lots of berries. I'll get the power points back if it's an issue. Not sure how much is tiredness and how much is just me being a bad commentator, but can't really think of anything to talk about at the moment. Feels like the big topics that came to mind. I was gonna say, oh shoot, I meant to actually throw another Pokeball. On the bright side, I did remember something else. Like all this time, all the public domain stuff going on, I get to talk about the whole Steamboat Willie in public domain. I'm not sure if there's really anything I can add that, because that has been a big deal ever since the new year, so I don't think there's really anything I can add that hasn't already been stated and done to death, but I find it cool. I personally find some people taking it a little too far, but no, I think I'm over it. It's kind of a shame that, like, we have all this creative freedom when things go in the public domain, and the first thing that comes to mind is just make stuff that we're only making purely for shock value. At least with the Mickey Mouse thing, the internet decided we're gonna meme this to death. So I've actually found quite a few fun YouTube poops relating to Steamboat Willie, and I've enjoyed a lot of them. Oh, you're already caught. I'm not gonna take advantage of the fact that you're a little out of the picture. Oh, I think I even got that off screen though, so I just gotta pull Pikachu out of the box and just grind out the rest of these moves. Mischievous, you could have had me killed. I was just yelling in battle, and you really thought that little star piece was more significant? Oh, hi there, Alpha Electivire. I did not see you over there. You can come back out another time. You know, one thing that I think went under the radar a bit with the whole public domain thing, because everyone was way too excited about making. The first edition of Tigger is technically also in the public domain this year. Or is it next year? Shoot, even I'm forgetting. But definitely, if not this year, then next year. But I could have sworn it was this year. I guess the thing is, like, the only catch is that the first edition of Tigger that was made by the original author in the book is significantly different from the Disney rendition, and like it's really cool to hate on Disney right now apparently, so people are way more excited to make dumb stuff with, you know, the face of Disney instead. Yeah. Seeing all this come down, I can kind of see where some people come from of separating the artist from the creator, or producer in this case. And I'll just leave it at that. Hey, Pikachu, I know you're like level 50. But it would be super cool if you did some moves that would help fill out my decks. The Pokedex, you could really contribute to the people in Pokemon Hisui by just using things like Thundershock and Thunderbolt a little bit more. Boop. Now, can I whittle down a Pikachu when I'm almost double his level? The fun part about this game is that that's actually a question worth asking. Between fast style and just a way to... There you go. As I was saying, between fast style and the weird damaging curve that I swear only happens in this game, I find it a lot easier to catch Pokemon, even if you're over-leveled. It just works. I get the feeling that they just made all moves weaker somehow, in order to compensate for the strong style and agile style nature that's exclusive to this game. I kind of wonder if they make another Legends Arceus, if that's gonna come back. Because I would love either for that to come back, or for them to just take a completely different direction with the battle mechanic. Because I'll be honest, battling kind of gets swept under the radar compared to catching a Pokemon. I just find it specific, even with the cool new features of strong and agile moves, I find like sneaking up on Pokemon and catching them in this game more fun than just trying to battle them and make use of the quote-unquote new mechanics of it all. Though it does remind me of another thing I like about the game, just the fact that it seems like no matter how strong you are, you're never too strong to be humbled. Especially in environments like these space-time rifts. I can have a level 100 Pokemon, and if I'm not careful, it can faint, even if they're low level like this. See, those are some magical things, some of the many magical things that this game does, that even more recent entries, I feel, have managed to capture in a similar sense. Why is this Pikachu being so stubborn? It is just a Pokeball. Or it is just a Pikachu. I should have been able to catch it in the Pokeball, let alone struggling to catch it in a Great Ball of all things. Let me just see if I can catch these, because I've done everything I can with them, and they're more valuable to me caught than faint. if I take the whole research out of the equation. So yeah, it won't go up tomorrow because I already have a video scheduled. I forget if it's Golden Sun or Legends Arceus, but I do have a video already scheduled for tomorrow, so I'm gonna re-upload Game and Chill on Wednesday. I was tempted to upload today, but I only just finished rendering it today. And even though there was enough time for that process that I could have done that, I figured it was still worth like giving some rest between making the video and releasing the video. Alright, who sees me? Oh! That's a fine how you do. I guess if there's any time to try to get some research done with Miss Magius, it would be now of all times. Let's see. Could go for Power Gem, but that'll probably faint you even in a agile style. The downside is that I'm not as over leveled as some of the other Pokemon with Miss Magius, so there is a little concern of getting knocked out way too quickly. One and a caught. Oh yeah, the whole re-editing Demon Chill did that today, and that is the main reason that I decided to do recording today, because I did a quick little bit of post-commentary just to explain why this was being re-uploaded, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm feeling up to doing some more of the mic, why don't I just, like, pull up one or two other things and see how I feel recording them, and that's how I was able to record the rest of that Battle Bingo commentary and a little extra video. I'm not sure when to upload it, because on one hand I should probably save it for February, because I think February is going to be a weird month where I just upload whatever I have available, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get back into the commentary swing soon enough to even have an upload schedule like I do for this month. But on the other hand, if I find more shinies in between now and then, it feels like it would be much more fitting if I just upload it sooner rather than later, because it'd be a weird thing to have a video on my second shiny of the year after like a live stream or some other sort of video of a third or fourth shiny afterwards. So that's my little dilemma, and I'm not quite sure what approach I want to take with it quite yet. Alright, you know what, you got moves to do, so I'm gonna just focus on trying to whittle down the wall rain. Maybe I can get a little more for the deck from Glaceon, so I don't have to take one of like the one of the 6 Glaceons that I evolved just today to grind out the rest of those Pokedex moves. Again, that's a story for another time. Maybe one even alluded to this very stream. Alright, so you know what? I could catch in the Great Ball, but I'm not gonna bother. It is fully evolved. I haven't put it to sleep. Not sure there's really anything to gain out of that. I really hope that Calm Mind is one of the moves that you need to do, because you sure have been doing that a lot. You know what? I got time. Let's see if I can save an Ultra Ball. Nice. That battle felt like it went on forever and a half. Oh, I completely forgot. I had game audio off. Because sometimes when I play this game on my own time, I like listen to YouTube videos in the background. There's nothing like that going on at the moment, so there's no reason to not have the game audio going. I can't believe it took me this long to realize it. Now I think my best choice, but since all the Pokédex stuff is done with this Electrode, it's kind of just taking up space in my party. So even if I normally wouldn't do this because of the fire type. Let's see. Oh, come on! When the Luxioles and the Luxrays do an electric move, they snap out of their drowsiness immediately. So I thought it was just like any old electric type move that would do the trick. Because I don't see I'm not sure if I see the difference between Wild Charge and something else. Hey, Phoebe. Sorry, I'm not sure. But welcome. Yeah. No, it's been forever since I last seen that name, and I never looked up how it's pronounced. Welcome in. I'm just doing a super casual Legends Arceus stream to try to get back in the swing of commentary because there's been a bit to keep me off the mic. I was gonna do some mass outbreaks, but just as I booted up the game, the space-time rift opened up, so I figured why not. See, can I get... Now, how much would a power jump do? Probably not a lot under an agile style, and it is kind of pushing it. So let's just do it normally for now. Is it just my imagination, or did the agile style actually do more damage than the normal power jump? Because it certainly was close enough to fool my eyes. Yeah, I should fight even if I don't want to fight the Pikachu, I should fight the Pikachu. Maybe I can get some research off the Pikachu. Let's see. Well, it took me 2 days, but at least I'm finally doing a stream. I swear. I feel I'm getting deja vu because I know I said in the commentary that I recorded today, but it'll be a bit before those videos come out, so I don't really see a harm in bringing it up again. But I have had at least a small desire in the back of my mind to do a stream ever since Saturday, but Saturday kind of didn't work out because we had some pretty strong winds earlier on in the day, to the point that we lost power for most of the afternoon. And I think the best part was it came back on early evening, so I was thinking, oh, maybe I will still be able to try out a stream after all. And then bam, the power goes out for like another 2 to 3 hours. So Saturday was out of the picture. Sunday, I think I was kind of just worn out. It's kind of... I can't even remember why, but it was the day of Typhlosion Raid Day in Pokemon Go. But it didn't really go the way I was hoping. So that kind of brought down my mood for the entire day, even into the time frame that I would normally stream. And then we go into today where for a second I didn't think I was actually gonna stream because it was right around stream time and I was just feeling tired. Honestly, I'm still feeling tired. I didn't get a good... I slept in, but I did not get a good night's sleep last night. Between you and me, there was a lot of background noise between, like, other people who were still up and the TV blaring downstairs. There was apparently some sort of football highlight going on because I swear it felt like every half hour, if not more frequent than that, all I would hear was the loud, blazing cheering of football audience people from a TV. So yeah, I mean the TV was up pretty up loud when it was all the way downstairs, and yet I could hear it with the door closed, trying to sleep, when I had the radio on with classical music on top of all that. It was not a fun night, and I'm kind of hoping that this night will go a bit better, because I have been having to take some, like, a leave PM and that, just to assure that I don't get so nasally that it keeps me up at night. I feel like it is slowly getting better, but every time I think I am better, that's when it starts acting up again. This is not gonna work out the way I want. Well, at least they got to do something. That's 2 Pokemon that are essentially ready to catch. Honestly, I should have gone with catching the Rapidash first, and then, even then, like, going after the Wall Drain wouldn't be smart, because maybe it would do some moves that I need to have marked off for the Pokedex and all that. Speaking of things I gotta do for 100% completion, one of these days, I gotta sit down and actually revisit that Arceus Gauntlet mode that they introduced in the DLC. Because it feels like forever since I touched that. And now that all my main party members are at level 100, it should be real easy to do. It was actually almost a non-issue even when I last tried it. I think I just didn't have the patience to sit through the whole thing. Like, I had the ability to, but just not the time. It's a bit of a shame because it's a whole game mode they introduced for the DLC, and yet I barely touch it. It kind of just goes to show how much I've enjoyed the game as is, when, like, minus massive mass outbreaks, I haven't really even needed anything from DLC to keep me playing this. Meanwhile, we've gotten all this DLC in Scarlet and Violet, and that's still not enough to get me to play it past the main campaign and all. cool. I actually needed to get hit in the face with a fire blast to complete the Pokedex. Glad that worked out in my favor. Alright, is that all the items roaming around here? Because it feels, maybe it's my imagination, but it feels like the Pokemon themselves have been kind of scarce. Oh! Well, that was impeccable timing. If I didn't already clear it out for research, then that might have been the first time. That might have been actually significant, because I'm pretty sure I caught that Pikachu without seeing it. And like I was saying before, that seems like a next to impossibility to do during a mass outbreak. Oh, thank goodness I had the immunity. But yeah, I've exhausted all this in general, and normally, like, we're here 40 minutes, I want to do a shorter stream than usual. So this would be a good time to wrap things off, but it doesn't feel like a proper end to a stream until I at least do one mass outbreak session. So hopefully I don't regret it, but let me put some things away and give it a shot. No, wait. I'm kind of getting paranoid. I'm not going to release any wall drains until I make sure the one I actually care about is perfectly fine. I'm just tired enough that I can imagine that being a mistake that I make. There you are. Roll, it's perfectly safe. Far away from the box that I released stuff in. And I guess since the electrode's done, it can hang out in this box that of Pokemon I may eventually finish leveling up if I ever need someone for a Scarlet raid or something. Now, how did I end up with 2 Driftlooms in here? Guess you can go there. Do I have anyone this high level that could come along while I fill out some research? I guess you'll do. Now, what do I need for Porygon 2's Pokedex entry? Thunderbolt and Recover. Of course. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be disappointed that I don't have to use the same move again that I used when there was a Porygon 1, but still. Where's Miss Magius? Just so I can keep myself on track. Hex and Power Gen and Agile. And the last one I have, Gibble. You know what? It's fine. I'll figure it out later. Oh, Swordplay. Yeah, you could say I play this game a lot. It's my go-to Pokemon game in general, so I've definitely put in a lot of hours into it. And it's slowly working towards... Who knows if I'll ever 100% it before the next Legend game. I know it's a big assumption to say next Legends game, but... And yet it feels like a safe one to make. I'm personally in no rush though, because I seem to get so much mileage out of this game just doing the most basic parts of it. I don't know, it's just like... It feels like a fun game to shiny hunt in, because there's always something for me to work towards. I can understand some of the complaints of some of the more ridiculous things you gotta do for the Pokedex, but... And this is why I saved. That way, instead of going out into the field and coming back in, I could just soft reset like that to try to get another chance. Because otherwise, a lot of times if I go into Mass Outbreak, I'm tempted to just keep what I got, even if I don't find a shiny or something, just because I've like probably done a couple moves with a Pokemon that I need to master a Pokedex entry of, or something like that. Right now, I want to end the stream off on a massive Mass Outbreak. So, this feels like the more convenient way to go about it. And it's right back where we were. I'm fine with that. Before we head out, though... Excuse me. Life will do the daily grind of... Check for crops. Refill it, and stock up on items for the road to come. And it's tempted to mess around with the trading thing. I've only really messed around with it for the first time, like earlier on the week, and it was real exciting that first time, but I'm already kind of tired of it. Somehow I wasn't running into all of the shiny hub bots and all that first time around. But lately, when I go into the trades, I just keep finding suspicious Pokemon. I'll just leave it at that. And it's kind of made things a little discouraging to actually try to find actual people to trade with. I guess it doesn't help that I've done so much in the game that there's not really too much I really want. Except maybe like shiny for shiny, but even then, it's more so me just trying to get rid of some of my Access shiny Pokemon from Pokemon Go community days and all that. Should I save before going in? we're riding this one no matter what it is, because I don't want to extend the stream longer than it needs to. So we'll just go with it. I forgot to sell stuff. Oh well. All the more to sell away off screen. Let's see. Feels like we got a good assortment of options at the very least. You know, sure. I tend to try to go for the berry ones whenever possible, just to get a little more. I do want to hit up the Burmite. Wow, there's like so many berries on this course. But the Burmite is so out of the way. Let's see how this route goes. Squeezing a lot out of a single mass outbreak session. You know what, if it's inside a cave, which it looks like it is, I don't really want to bother with this one. I'm not that crazy for berries, especially because my planned route has one already. So I'd just be wasting more time trying to get inside the cave than I would be actually catching the Pokemon. Oh, I've actually done everything of significance with these. Oh well, while I'm here, might as well catch a few. Yeah. Probably not gonna go. I was gonna say not to go too crazy, but it's kind of easy to catch them. So I don't know. Yeah, that seems to be the last of it. Curlia is probably the first thing on this route that I actually want, and isn't just along the way. Am I done? Actually, who sees me? Frick. That was an easy shot to actually just catch some Pokemon without being seen, and I just had to go botch it. Okay. Actually, all I have to do is catch the small ones. Was it really only 7, or is that just like a multi-step next entry? Yeah. 3 more, and not sure if that's everything I possibly ever need to do with Curlia, but it's close. Now, where did the Gardevoir go, anyways? Really? All the way over there? The frame rate kind of makes it look like it's holding a gun. What was going on with that Gardevoir? I'll admit, that was actually kind of funny. And I don't have a clip. But I do have a whole stream of it. Wow. That went pretty far. Okay, just have to catch them. I don't have... Catch and defeat them. Should be easy to do in this outbreak. Keyword should. Right, one more to catch, and oh, this might be harder than I give it credit for. I just need to find 2 more. Only downside, I've wasted way too much time on this. And that was the last one, alas. Another time, I guess. I didn't even get a good indicator of how much time we have left on this on this outbreak. Makes me wonder if I should just skip the Riolu for now and just try to get to the Burmite. Cause definitely want the shiny Burmite more than I do the shiny Riolu. You know what? Sure. And that way, if I have time to spare, I can just come back this way, and like going down will be a lot easier than going up. This feels faster than just climbing it up normally. I guess feel free to correct me, but I don't know if it'll actually stop me from doing it. Right. Stealth spray, just in case it makes this any easier. Alright, I've done everything I need to do with you. It's just a matter of catching and hoping one of them sparkles, because this should be the best odds I could possibly get. Oh! Don't I have to fight? Maybe, but I don't think I have any fighting moves on me. I know my Gardevoir has Focus Blast, but I don't know if I have it on me or if I have to swap to it from the pause menu. Still, it's an alpha Pokemon, so maybe I should try catching it, just to see. Because I know I grinded out the moves already, so it's just a matter of defeating them and possibly catching them to finish that Dex entry. Yeah, that's a solid musical transition. It's been a little bit since I last heard it, but definitely still holds up. Alright, hold on, I just want to check your friend. Yeah, catch heavy ones, which I assume an alpha counts for, and defeat them with fighting type moves. Now, the big question is, are you a big bulky Algalog, or are you just a normal one? Because it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, I don't even have her in my party. Well, I mean, if I might be able to get away with using Rock Smash. And I know someone on this team has Rock Smash. But do I really want to try to defeat entire Avalogs with Rock Smash? Guess we'll see. I mean, it's a Burmite outbreak, not an Avalog one, so those might have been the only ones. I might have just been real lucky. You know, it might not be so hard to finish the Dex entry for Miss Magius if they didn't keep pretty much one-shotting me in 2 shots. I know that's not what one-shotting is, but I'm talking on the fly here. It's not as natural of an element as you might think for me. Where's the other Burmite? You wanna just be friends? We don't have to fight. Not really anything I get out of it. I'm trying to ponder if there's any sort of justification to finish Pokédex entries for the legendary Pokemon, because you only come across one each. So it's not like you can shiny hunt for them. And yet the temptation is still there. Every time I read up on how the shiny odds work in this game, I always forget if mastering out every single Pokédex entry counts as a separate increase to those odds compared to just having them maxed out for the Pokemon. Like, you know, I'm too tired to try to explain what I mean by that. So, screw even trying. But I'm kind of surprised that we're only like 1/3 away for this massive outbreak. It felt like I was spending forever. Maybe I just got into too many battles, and then just made it seem longer than it actually was. You know what? Maybe I'll just dive into the lake for the funs. don't attempt this in real life. It will not go as smoothly for you. You'll either die from impact because jumping in headfirst in the water does not work the way as you think it would from media, or you would die from the freezing coldness of the water. Not sure how instantaneous that is compared to like impact from water from real high up, but thankfully it's a video game, so we don't have to worry about either of those things. Just gotta clear out these drift blooms, and then I'll figure out what to do with the rest of them. I'm only doing this one for the berries. I already got a shiny drift bloom. Funny enough, it was my first shiny Pokemon of 2024. It wasn't even an Outbreak. I was doing massive outbreaks. But of course, I was on my way from one to another, and won the normal encounters where Drifloon would normally show up. One of those Driflooms just so happened to turn yellow. It's kinda neat. Only thing I can think of when I think of shiny Drifloon is all those Pokemon Go events that weren't community days, but like capture challenges, but it felt like they increased the odds of shiny enough that it could feel like a community day. Like, not as good as a community day, but a lot closer to those numbers than you may suspect. It's funny these little balloon people don't see me when I'm barely covered in grass. Do I go for 8 palms because I might get a alpha, or do I go back for real? I have a lot. I guess if I really had enough time, I could just fast travel back here and then go for the Apom. Heck, why not be as efficient with our time as possible and just fast travel here? Guess it's a little rest stop along the way. Wow, yeah, we're only at the 2/3 mark. No, actually it's more like the halfway point, because there's another message that comes up and then the mass outbreak ends. Yeah. But talking about that Drifloon event just reminds me of the research day that I missed, where they made all the where they made a lot of the modern fossil Pokemon available again, and I just missed out on that completely. That was a sad moment and a half. Okay, here comes the onslaught. You go, Vesicline. You may not be strong, but you do resist. Shoot. I have to fight the Alpha first. Yeah, let's go for you first, since you're significantly higher level. Dang, that's like 2 weeks to finish off. Even a fast style move probably be too much. Well, like, it doesn't matter because it's just out of the picture that quickly. Well, I guess it's time for Sensei to shine. Feels like forever and a half since I last used Sensei. This should be enough to catch the Riolu. Wow. See what I mean about even when you're level 100? You can still find yourself bodied by the Pokemon in this game. I know I'm setting a Cricketune, but still, a Cricketune at level 100 would usually be more than enough in any other Pokemon game. At least this is what we have max potions for. You know, you'll come back to your senses way too quickly. Goodbye. At least the research is coming along quite nicely. Though I'm still pondering how to approach it from here. Anyone else hyped for that Golden Sun release and all that? I feel like I haven't been as vocally excited about it as I should, considering just how much I put into Golden Sun in the videos and various other projects I do. One thing you do gotta keep in mind is when I'm already doing so much with Golden Sun as is, it's hard to be even more excited about it. Because I'm definitely glad that it's coming out for more people. But I'm still working at finishing up some of my other Golden Sun related projects, so I don't think I'm going to be able to play it at launch. Especially because, of course, I go back to work the day that it's released on Switch Online and all that. But it would be nice because other people will be playing it, and maybe I'll actually find some fresh, good Golden Sun content to watch. I should say just say videos and streams. It feels more natural to me than saying the content word, but it's a story I've been over already. And even with that story, that doesn't even stop even me from using the term content every now and then. Now let's have a snowball fight. This is a dumb idea, but I do want to save... Oh! Forgot that I still had to stun y'all. I was gonna say I was gonna try to save money... Try to save Sticky Globs, because mud is the most rare and valuable resource in this entire game of all things. And, like, I had 100 snowballs to burn. I don't really feel like I'm losing too much by not using a snowball. Oh, that's it for them. Well, maybe I should try that strat. Like, this is about to end, but maybe I can at least see if I can get anywhere with the Apoms before this is all over. Probably won't be able to get through the Outbreak enough to see if it's Ambipom or Alpha Apoms, but that would be nice. Because I have gotten shinies of both these Pokemon already. Ooh. But I would not complain about shiny Alpha of either one of them. Jeez, of course the blizzard ends right then. Oh well, I was kind of pushing my luck anyways. Speaking of alphas, though, maybe I should check up on the Gardevoir. It should appear here, if I recall. Oh, I meant to choose the Pokeball button, not the fight button. But it's fine. This works. This probably works out even better. Because I definitely need to get research points with this Magius more than I need to capture this Apom. I don't think I'm gonna get that one. That's a little too out of the way. But since I'm pretty sure the Gardevoir appears right around here, maybe I can check up on that before ending off the stream. Let's see. Right around this corner it should be. No, that's the... No, it was that forest. I just put the marker too far up. Oh, and there's routes. Just in case I don't have the dex entry completed. Oh, I guess it's not here today. And I did see a route. What do I still get? Let me see if I can get close enough to see if I got a fight. No more catch them. Either or, but this will probably be easier. Yeah, level 16. Yeah, I could definitely do a fast style hex and still knock this thing out. Shoot, only needed like one more. Right, do I want to try to pick up these Satchels, or that fine to do on my own time? Maybe I'll get this one while I talk about what I'm planning going forward. So, if I continue to get better, because actually, minus being a little tired, I felt like I did pretty good with commentary this stream. Didn't have to pause the mic once to cough, and didn't really feel stuffy or nasally during the whole time frame. So maybe I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream Saturday. Originally, if I was gonna just do more Legends Arceus, but if I keep feeling this good, I'm tempted to jump back into the Lost Age randomizer. If I'm not going to be playing the Switch Online release of the games like everyone else is doing, the least I could do is work on finishing up the Golden Sun randomizer to celebrate. Because, hey, yeah, I did figure out where I was being stumped. So, I think I could actually get a stream worth out of playing randomizer again. We'll see. And I could keep talking until I get that satchel, but I need to stop for multiple reasons, so we'll head off here. Again, Game & Chill will come out tomorrow, and that will explain the upload schedule for the rest of the month. And hope to see y'all later. Besides that, social and the YouTube community posts are also good ways to keep up with what's going on around here. So until next time, take care.